Okay, I think I fixed it. So let me do that again. That should have fixed some of the issues I was having. Don't you hate lag, everyone? Because I do. I certainly hate lag. Let's go ahead and start. Hey, White Frog. So I had to restart it because it was like lagging for me. It does that every once in a while, but I'm not worried about it. I'm just gonna keep pushing. Keep pushing, you know? It was lagging for me. I don't know. It could have just been on my end, and I just did that for all nothing, you know? Now I'm just deciding in my head, do I want to go with the British tech tree or American tech tree? I'm trying to figure it out. What would you say, White Frog? Oh, not the SU-76. Bringing back some memories. USA. I don't know. I just like the Churchill. I think it looks kind of interesting. Okay, well, hit him with the 75, thinking it would take out the barrel. It did not. It did not take out the barrel. Damn it. I'm determined to learn this thing. The dual barrel system kind of messes with me. I'm not used to having to adjust to a second barrel. I don't know. I know there's more than one tank in the game that has two barrels. It's just that this is kind of a interesting. Jewel, if you're drunk, why are you here, sir? Is he joining? He tried to join and then he left. I don't know. Okay. It's all good. It's all good, people. It's all good. Well, this isn't good. This isn't good at all. What is that behind me? Was that a T-34? I know what that is. Oh, poor guy. He's got blown out the sky. T-50 is. So is that bad? Is that good? What is T-50 like? What's the gun on it? Is it a 75 still? Player base this bad. 47. I suppose that's not the worst thing in the world, but got a kill assist on somebody, but can you fire? Jesus Christ, dude. My gun is literally not shooting. I'm gonna take the armor piercing ones. Oh my fucking god, dude. Seriously? Shoots it. I don't know if I like the American texture that much. I know some of it's my fault, but like all the 37s are just kind of something else, man. That's my opinion. I just don't have that much fun with them. That's what is that? It has something on the front of it. I heard it. A 37 millimeter gun. It's actually quite low for a 37. 2.7, huh? You know what, I'll just spawn, it's fine. Did he survive? Okay, thank God. Come on. Keep turning. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Okay, let me look at something real quick. So it's fine. Let me just upgrade and then we'll look. So that one plane I was just looking at, it was like P-39, wasn't it? It's not a premium. It was 2 point. Is it this one? No. That one has a 20. No. No. I don't know. The plane I was just seeing that guy, dude. So it's an American plane that has a 37 millimeter gun on the front of it. It looked like a fighter, but it was smooth nose, sort of like this P400. You see how it comes to like a cone shape? It wasn't open bracket like this. I don't. It was 2.7. Is this one? P39. That's what it is. See, I found it. It's this one. And then they have the P39Q. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm cool with it. If y'all want, go ahead and ready up. I'm ready. I gotta learn how to use this thing. This thing is kind of doo doo, but I'm trying to get some of these as well, like the M8s. 75. And then we'll probably end up having a Sherman lineup. It feels like because Attack of the Shermans. Sherman sounds good. Yeah, I mean, look, don't get me wrong, Shermans aren't bad, but when you start comparing them, like mass production, they're cast armor, if you didn't know. So I do know that for a fact. So they're cast armor. That's not the bad thing about them. It's whenever you start going against like the Tiger, and some of those heavier guys, the thing that irks me a little bit about them is like the shell go even at angles. Like if you angle the armor, it goes straight through you, man. Like butter, like butter. Yeah, yeah. Their guns are all right. I'm not. Their guns aren't like overall amazing. I mean, where? Okay, that rock's blocking me. The rock's blocking me. I'm getting rock blocked. Can you imagine if the U.S. showed up on fucking like Europe's doorstep carrying these things? The M3 Lees, we would have gotten our shit rocked. Use the natural curvature to your advantage. Uh, oh my god, I'm coming, boys. I'm coming. Are both of them down? Yeah, I have... Where was the rest of our teammates that were over there? Did they just die? The rest of our teammates, I guess, just ate shit over there. Yeah, this thing would have made it in World War One, but I'm telling you, World War Two, this thing. Defect, try the SU-76. Yeah, no, I like the SU-76. I never said it was bad. I just didn't like the lack of armor. Overall, it was pretty good for early tier. They're trying to shoot me. They're trying to shoot me. You know, I'm just gonna use the A10 Warthog when I get it. That'll be my vehicle choice. Come on, guys. We got this. Climb the rock. Climb the rock. Oh my god, turn. I'm so dead. Yep. The fucking barrel turned faster. Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay, we need to get some kills. Kanata, are you good over there? Yeah, I'll try, man. Turn the tank. I was hoping maybe it could survive something. But that was wishful thinking. I came over here for nothing, you're good. Yo, it's Max, what's up? Can you give me the Discord link? I thought you've joined it before. Give me 1 second, I'll post it in a second. Where the fuck did that plane go? Oh, there he is. Okay, you're good. Give me 1 second. Okay, give me 1 second. So I'm using a 7.62 machine gun to shoot at them. This probably not my best. Copy, and I'll pin it. There. There you go. Where? Yeah, I mean, technically you kill anything with that. I've been trying to get some points towards this because I mean, this 37's not the worst tank in the world, but god damn, dude, I hate single shot 37s. They're better off in an AA gun platform than in like just having this shit. But what do I know? What do I know? I'm just stupid old defect. Yeah, like that, like the M15, the one that has the angled. Oh my god, dude, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Knocks out my, no matter where they shoot me, the driver gets, or the gunner gets knocked out. I hate it, dude. Seriously. Like, okay, Max. Like, I mean it. I've been hit in the fucking wheel well before, and they're like, your driver's down. How? How is my driver down? Or gunner down, whatever. He's a little far. I'm not gonna hit that. The gunner is a No, he's not even a hamster, dude. He's more like a chicken. You fucking jump scare him, they have a heart attack. Come on. Come on if you so bad. Yeah, bitch. Dude, we were winning. What is our teammates doing? What is our team doing? Guys. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm planning on doing here, but yeah, I don't really have anything that can penetrate that. I'll use my daily. Yeah, you don't say. The BT. Well, I didn't even see the BT, so you know. The BT is a little different. I didn't see that, May. That's on me. But, you know, maybe if we would have added 2 more 50s, you know, it would have had the oomph to do something. America's logic. Strap another gun to it. Yeah, we're losing. I know. Thanks, game. But I wasn't hit? Where'd that tank destroyer just go? Seriously, where? Backing up. Give me a second. No, that's fucking BT right there. Like I said, my fucking... No, that wasn't a BT, it was a Chiha. Strange, they kind of look similar. Oh my god, everyone's like lagging. Wait, who left the game? Kanata left. I'm not ordering that. Okay, I mean, yeah, you're still here. That's fine. I was just wondering where Kanata went because they were in the game with us. Isn't this the Canadian one? That no, it's not. You have to go. Okay, I get it. Okay, later. And then there was us. That's the M48 like I've been using. All those ones I've been seeing, like these. Okay, no, that's a medium. That's a medium. So people were just using a bunch of like premiums when it came to. I don't know if we'll be able to find a game with America and Germany on the same thing. Hmm. There we go. You're gonna play Britain? Yeah. Where are all the other ones that I've been seeing? It was the T58. That's one of them. People using that. What is a T? What is that? I mean, shit. If you're gonna play Britain, I can join you. Maybe. Like, no, we might just keep it how we were doing it. You'll try Britain. They're not bad. I actually like playing as Britain. You know, I just wish I can get the A10 Warthog for them, like Britain. I know it's an American thing, but there's nothing even close to that over here. Okay, you can just ready up whenever. What is this? Is that a Harrier? Kind of looks like it. Come on, you can find us a match. There we go. We found one. I'm glad this next week I only have 4 days of work. I'm not so tired getting up at 3:30 in the morning. It is what it is, but huh? Have you never played Britain before, by the way? I think they're pretty good. Britain's not terrible. They're not like Italy or anything. I mean, Italy, when you get farther down, are probably pretty good, but in the beginning, they're that's much anything except USA. Oh, okay. Well, you got this. I believe in you. I believe in you. You got this. But why is the U.S. the only thing you've touched? Why, bro? Take out the tree. I couldn't see where I was getting shot from. Shit, I might go back to Britain if this isn't gonna pan out. No, I don't like. Why does this thing need three different gun ports? So you got the turret up top for the machine gunner. You got the 37. Then you got the 75 with a slanted like up and down pulley lever system. It's kind of stupid. Whoever designed is peak gaming. I'm gonna look at that in a minute. You better not be lying to me, May. Okay. Oh, look, that dude's also a gaming YouTuber, apparently. Apparently. You get 3 SPAA, basically tank destroyers. I might try that. I might actually try Britain again. I like the South African light tanks, if I'm being honest with you. They were pretty good. South African SPA with 235. Oh my god. Oh, I shot him in the bottom plate, thank god. I might actually go to Britain. I don't know. The Churchill is not bad, it's just that whenever you get higher up on it, then it gets kind of terrible, but... If I'm being honest with you, so the 100mm penetration is kind of bad, but you can get over it. Call me a little different, but playing the big three, which is like Germany, the US, USSR, I don't know, it kind of feels like a gimmick. Lack of mobility. I don't know, those South African light tanks with the tires are pretty mobile, but then again, you're giving up a lot of armor that you would get with your tracks that could take a couple shots from machine guns to a tire that if they get shot once, then it kind of puts you out. So, you know, I get it, but they're not the worst at mobility. I feel there's a couple heavies like the IS-2 or the Char 2C, things like that that get like 10 miles per hour. Those are slow. Armor's low-key overrated. I mean, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Pull up. What are you doing? Oh my god, this game, dude. Oh my god. Pulls up on stick. Pilot literally just gives up at life. This is what I'm talking about. Anyway, can't get shot if you're quick enough. Yeah, you know. I'm sure I pulled up on the right one. It's the left stick. I mean, the right one just looks around. And it didn't say like my driver passed out or pilot passed out, so I don't really understand why it's just looking at the fucking sky. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm about to see what he's about to do. I think that's one of the big Japanese ones with the guns on it, though. Just a little bit more. Okay, or he's just gonna crash. I'm cool with that, I guess. This is gonna get me killed, but... See? Oh my god, yep. This is so cooked. I wanted to see. Yeah, I'm about to go to Britain myself. I'm just gonna use the light tanks for the South African tree for a little bit. Plus, they also have a the 25 millimeter rotary what is it? I don't know what it's called. They have a rotary cannon, like a minigun style. There's my vehicle. There, he's dead. By the way, you're attached to my old vehicle. We got this. I'm about to go after B. It's support? What? I'm a little confused on what you mean. Oh my god, what is that? What was that? Greetings. Yeah, long name. Lutanati Lumet. Greetings. How are you? Yeah, I think I'm about to switch back to Britain and grind out the South African tech tree. I mean, they got the rotary Gao 30 or 25 millimeter rotary gun. I just need a break from China, dude. I can't go back. Good. I'm a little tired, and it's like 3 a.m. It's 4 p.m. for me. So wherever you are, you're very far. Estonian Tonker. Hello, 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 hello. I like your cat profile. Ah! Okay, well, I wasn't worried. You guys were worried. That's wrong. It's like 12 p.m. Okay. You're somewhere in Europe then. I know that for a fact because you're like... Black Panther, yeah. Finland. We got another Finnish person in here, May. Okay, I'm not going to use my backups. I'm from the U.S., if you can't tell. Me and my American accent, corn dogs and cheeseburgers and all that fun stuff. By the way, Estonian Tonker. I'm going to assume you're from Estonia. I like your cat. I have an orange and white cat myself. His name is Biscuit. He's cute. Oh my god, you fucking blind? Little meow meow. Understandable. I mean, I'm also from Estonia, but I live in Finland. You know, I mean this. I know Estonian. Oh, okay, so you two know each other. Okay. So, you know, as someone who has a history degree, I'm just saying this because y'all said you're from Estonia. No one really talks about Estonia. I mean, there's plenty of countries no one talks about, you know, but now that I think about this, that's quite disrespectful that they don't talk about that. I don't even think I could point out Estonia on a map. I legit don't know it. Where is Estonia? Yeah, I'm looking it up because I want to know. Near the Baltic Sea of Northern Europe. That's very helpful. Point it out to me. South of Finland. Okay. Okay, it's right up there. And three, they got invaded 3 times. See that like that. It's like no one. Finland is just better, anyways. Hey man, y'all are new to the channel. I like you guys. You guys are something USSR took us in very nicely. Yes, they came over. They were like, we want you to join us. They didn't come in, didn't shoot anyone or take anything. They were just like, please join us because you seem like great people. That's exactly what happened. They were just like, yes, yes, yes. We would love for you to join our coalition of states instead of give me all your shit before I shoot you in the face. The most we did in World War II was yoink a Soviet destroyer during our Civil War. Hey man, the free vehicle, you're gonna complain? Is that an M10 or yeah, that's an M1014 shot. Sir, how the why? Why the fuck do you have that on there? It was like from World War. Okay, then you got a relic of the past. I wouldn't say that's good, but still free vehicle, man. You gotta yoink that shit straight from the lake. I wouldn't complain. I mean, free stuff. But welcome to the channel, guys. Like you guys seem cool. If y'all play this game, if you play this game, one, you should like and sub the stream. I go live quite often, and if you like, I'm always fine with people joining. Two, what countries do y'all play if y'all playing in here? Do they have any Estonian vehicles? Like, does Estonia have their own native design of tank? That would be something. Yeah, take that against a biplan. Hey man, no. Finders keepers, exactly. You know, I'm about to look it up. I'm gonna look this up. Native Estonian. Okay, Estonian tank design. Let's see what Estonia's got up. Okay, okay. The Mark V composite tank in Estonian service. Y'all had a British Mark V composite tank. Um, I saw, or the it saw service in the Estonian War of Independence from 1919 to 1920. I was grinding America. It's kind of driving me nuts. B2 or happy whenever. It's not great. It's not great. I'm gonna be honest. Not having a good time. But if I go to Great Britain, I'm just saying I got my South African designs. I don't mind these. Okay, let me look at their plans real quick. If I'm gonna do this, mind if I join? Yeah, happy. You're good. What was your in-game handle again? Oh, that's probably happy. The one that I mean, I play Russia or USSR 7.0, 7.0, Germany, Italy, China. Okay, so you get everything. You get you kind of go for everything. Nothing wrong with that. See, the one thing that this doesn't have that I wish they did under this is I really like the idea of the A10 Warthog. You know, it's kind of is what it is. But I'm just saying, I really wish we had the A10 Warthog under different nations. I mean, you have NATO. You think that they would really like for their companions to have something similar. Um, I don't know, man. I really like America. You can add me, comrade Mavzovsky. Okay, give me one second. I gotta type. I have to type now. I'm sorry if you're not at least 6 foot in my or if you're not 6 foot, you're no longer allowed on the channel. That's a joke. I'm not. I'm 6'1", but love, love key. Did I type this wrong? Did I just have a stroke? Movv. Wait, wait. M-O. Just gonna leave and be back later. Okay, wait for all. I mean, you do you, buddy. M-O. Dude, you might want to just add me because I'm not I'm having a stroke here. M-O-V-Z-O. M-O-V-Z-O. V. Oh, I forgot another. That would be why I couldn't add you. I couldn't see the other Z because I'm stupid. American brained. American brained moron. That's me. Old American brained moron. Mauser? That is an M 27 millimeter Mauser BK. This BR good? Oh yeah, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, no, I don't think I would survive very long with that. By the way, what country? Okay, so you're grinding naval. What country are you grinding into the naval though? 102. Or this one? 13. Oh my God, this guy. This guy. By the way, May, the one I was talking about is this. That's not it. No, I went too far. This. They also have a rotary cannon, the 25 millimeter Gal. The Gal, you know. You got the Gal, homie. It's so tall though, Jesus. Oh, that's South African. Give me a second. What beer are we doing? What beer on am I right now? That might be where we're at. This thing is. Oh my God, this thing has no armor. What the fuck? Wait, what BR is he doing? He's at Happy's at 1.7. Happy, are you good? Are you good, man? You know, I might want to do this so you can get up faster, just a little bit, homie. I'll activate 3 boosters. I guess we're doing. What am I at? 2.3. I guess we'll do this. 2.3. Yeah, because I'm gonna grind out this. I think. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm about to look at this real quick. I'm just looking at some of the stuff I can get under this. You missed the little PVV 301. PBV 301. Why am I having a stroke right now? Okay, give me 1 second. I'll type it. PBV 301. Okay, it has an auto. Oh, that's actually not bad. What the? Wait. Hold up. A 20 millimeter at 725 rounds per minute in a 2.3 is actually not bad at all. Okay, y'all ready up and we'll get going. I don't know. The American tech tree to me is just it's a little off. I'm gonna make do with what I got. So we need to go for it's funny though. I mean, hey man, if as long as you're having a good time, I got no complaints for you. Okay, so we got is that Russia on our team? Yeah, that's Russia. Also, it was made in the 1960s. Well, you know, Sweden typically, or yeah, Sweden kind of stays out of wars. They don't really jump in it. While it's loading, I'll be right back, everyone. Hey, I'm here. It's built in the chassis, Panzer 38T. So I am here. So give me 1 minute. Whenever it loads us in, my wife is actually about to go to her job. She works night shift somewhere, so I'm going to walk her out in a second. What? What? I'm using this? The Chesapeake? Are we ever gonna find a game? Here, see if it'll work. I mean, I don't want to make you do anything. I got a wife, dude. I'm 26. I'm 26, man. How old did you think I was? I can't believe I'm actually like getting closer and closer. It's an inch, but uh, I'm inching closer and closer to 1K subs. That shit is crazy to me. What is that? 23 millimeter. You got the dual 50s on this. This should be easier. Well, we're all Britain, so that should make it a lot easier. Hey, are you guys watching the Twitch stream by the way? Because I'm actually very close to getting the new P51, which it's not new. It's been taken out the game, but it's a P51 that was in like 10 years ago, and I don't know what the vehicle is next weekend, but the Twitch drops are, I just why the fuck do I have 80 shells in this thing? All I need is like 25. This thing looks goofy. You got the P. It's the P51A though. I know there's a couple P51s in here. You already have it. It's the Chaffee. Wait, like the tank? The Chaffee? That thing looks goofy. It's like a slug. They really made an awkward design with this thing. It's also an AA gun. Oh my god. You can have two in your one. Oh, okay. Well, is it under the American tech tree? Is that what it's going to be under? Seems like they're incentivizing me to play on the American tech tree. Of course it is. Oh, of course it is. Glad I'm backed up when I did. Go. Fire. My. Okay, I'm just missing a bit apparently at this point. We'll use this for a minute. Why you shoot me back there? Oh my god, he bought that T-28 thing. Bruh joined. Bruh. You gonna say anything, bro, or are you just gonna be quiet? You're cutting out. That was. I heard like. Okay, I can hear you now. It was like you were cutting out for a second there. That's nasty. You're on an Xbox. You should feel bad. I have a Series X next to my PS5. More like a money issue on your part, buddy. That's not very cash money of you, buddy. White Frog is back. Yeah, I'm in a game right now. I'm about to welcome my wife to the door because she is about to go to work. She has night shift tonight. You suck. Stupid plane. Okay, let's see what this plane is doing. Okay, that works. Okay, I'm about to mute my mic and go walk my wife out real quick. Be right back, everyone. She's still getting ready, so it's going to be 1 second. Hmm. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna try this. I'm really like trying to give this a shot, but care of horses and can you invite me? Stream 3 of asking for defects face reveal. My face is nothing special, buddy. I'm telling you, my face is just meh. It's meh. What if I cut off someone else's face and like sew it to mine? Would that make you feel better? And then I show it. Is that a better situation? Wear someone else's face. Come on, come on. Give me some feedback, everyone. Do you want me to wear someone else's face? Sure. Look at this new face I'm wearing. Face reveal. It's not my face, but it's someone else's. Okay, dream. Yeah, no, except for it's not a mask. I'm just gonna. That's not a mask, buddy. That's a. It's something. It's not a mask. Also, why does this plane look like a lobster? A reverse lobster? Okay, let me go see if she's ready to walk out. 1 second, y'all finish up what y'all got to do. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Who left? I heard the thing, dude. Oh, he left. Okay, well it's just me then. We got you. We'll level you up. Sorry about that. I was walking my wife to the door. The I don't have a tier 3 tank on this, do I? No, I'm at tier 2. What sucks, White Frog? You said that thing sucks. Boink. Nice name. Boink. Hello, hello, Reiko Airsoft. You've been here before, haven't you? I think I've seen you before. Yeah, you've been here before. Boink. You get to hear my lovely voice. Yes. Oh, you, what are you in game chat? Oh, well, guess what? I'm on a PS5. I still got Discord. This isn't the only game I play, by the way. I play like Helldivers and stuff on here too. This man said, "It's this or nothing." It's taking over your life, man. He's on that grind set, and it's never gonna stop. Hype for the game. You got this. Ooh, Reiko's over here with the support. I got this. Wait, what is shooting this guy? He's getting hit by like an auto cannon. And I got killed by a martyr. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to spawn back in as my M3. Yeah, the thing is this is a predecessor to the Sherman, which, you know, it's fine, I guess, but like having it as a side. By the way, thank you, Reiko. You know, I greatly appreciate that, man. But having the side pivot like up and down and not much left to right, I'm so glad they didn't go with this design because this thing is poo poo. Like who thought this was a good idea? Yeah, well, I'm glad they do, but they should know that they're wrong. Their opinion is wrong. Yeah, that's great. We love that they're enjoying it, but again, they're wrong. That would be like them saying the Char 2C. Oh yeah, this is great. We love it. It's so much space. You can fit 12 people in here. But like, yeah, but when the tank gets blown up, that's 12 people dead. Like, yeah, there goes the whole French resistance, dead. No, I'm glad they. No, that they. But the thing that they also should have, like, I understand they're like, we need to save money and time and blah 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 blah. Them having a Char 2C with a fucking barrel the size of a pinky and realizing, huh, this thing doesn't have much velocity. I wonder why. I wonder why, buddy. I'm getting hit by an AA gun over here. I think it's. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Where? Where? Panzer 3, I don't even know. It was to my side somewhere. Okay, well, it looks like I'm spawning in as an AA gun. I don't know, dude. Like, it doesn't matter how I play America. I'm just not good with these 37mm guns. You hit something, they like they deflect or they don't penetrate enough. I don't know, man. I think they should have stuck with trying to make things bigger, like we always do in America. You know, you guys make fun of us because we supersize everything. See, the thing is so I'm American. I'm 6'1", and I'm like 200 pounds. Okay, I've been losing a steady amount of weight. Oh my God. Yep, I'm dead. I'm dead. But I understand where y'all are coming from, but not everything. So what y'all see on TV, just like what we see about you guys, I don't believe everything you see. Like, there's plenty of people who do eat that disgusting ass shit. But you got to realize that America's 350 million people, so you're always gonna have an outlier doing something stupid. Most people aren't going to McDonald's every day and being like, "Yes, can I get 500 chicken nuggets and can you give me like a supersized fry?" That's not like a normal thing. What you see on social media, don't believe that shit. Like, or like restaurants that are like, "Yeah, you come in and you order a burger and they give you like a 5 pound burger." That's not the norm. We're not eating that shit. And if you are, like, you have no right later to complain about, "Oh my God, my heart's failing me. I wonder why." Dad, don't complain about shit. You did this to yourself. Yeah, I'm like 200. I'm between 200 and 210. I ate something earlier and I haven't really weighed myself today, but I've been doing my normal workouts and stuff. But yeah, no, I'm 6'1". I'm the tallest in my family, and my wife is 5'1", so she's a whole foot shorter than me. Yeah, it's very fun to make fun of all the short people. You're inadequate, you fucks. Get out of here. Yeah, no, the only thing that makes it awkward is my wife has kind of like a baby face, so she looks younger. Um, this happened like 2 years ago, but I went to go buy some scary movies from Walmart. Like, but you need your ID. They're like, you got to be a certain age to do this. And my wife, she was excited. I don't know why. She just got excited. She was like, "Oh, can I scan them?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. I don't fucking care. Scan them away." And so while I'm like sitting on my phone doing something, some old lady who worked at Walmart came up behind us and was like, "I need to see her ID." And I was like, "Oh, she's 21. She's good." And the lady had the gall to look at me and be like, "No, sir. I need to see your daughter's ID." And I looked at her and I was like, "That's my wife." Like, the lady's face immediately dropped. My wife is 23. I'm 26. We've been married for 2 years. But the thing is, like, the lady looked so embarrassed while saying it because, she just assumed shit. Yeah, she just assumed shit. But the thing is I've been dating my wife since she was 19 and I was 22. We met at college, so. Yeah, yeah, no, no. The thing is I've always had this mindset. Um, I've had this mindset from when I was younger. You can only have 2 years up or 2 years down. I don't like the whole thing. I gave an exception when my wife and I started talking, but once I hit 18, it was kind of like, yeah, at that point it's like 18 and up. I'm not. I never. I knew people in high school that were like, yeah, I'm a 18-year-old senior, and they were trying to date like freshmen. Dude, I made fun of them. That shit, dude. You're being a fucking predator. That shit is gross. Raw bean. Yeah, no. Uh, see, yeah, no, that's kind of how I feel about it too. And the thing is when me and my wife first started talking, so I knew of her. She was dating someone I went to college with. Then she got there, and I met her. I was with someone else. But a few years later, me and her started talking. Even at the time, so I was 21. I just turned 22, and she was 19, turning 20. And at the time, I was like, I don't know, man. The like she's an adult, and in the eyes of things, she's an adult. But just having the word teen when I'm in my 20s made me kind of like, I don't know about this. Yeah, and then she turned 20 shortly after we got together, so I was like, okay, I feel better about it now. Yeah, yeah. You know what's great? Beans here. Hello, Beans in the chat. So you know the thing. PlayStation has this thing about like they can hear me talking on the stream. They can't hear you talking on the stream. Yeah. It's one of those things like it's PlayStation. I've tried to go around it. It doesn't work, dude. There's no way to actually get Discord in here. See, the thing is I'm very adamant about making fun of people who do things like that. What we're talking about, like the people who date down. I've had a couple videos on my channel um where I've like poked fun at like online predators. I haven't done one since like February. I just or March. It was one of those. If there's a spot, you yeah, get those viewers up, buddy. Hey man, I'm close to 1 million views with less than 1,000 subs. I think I'm doing all right. Yeah, no. So the thing is I was gonna do. I made this. I talked about this the other day. So I was gonna do another video on the same guy I made a video on because he's still doing predator ass shit. And I've been having a hard time at work lately. I know people will be like, well, what does that have to do with anything? The thing is while I'm poking fun at you, I don't want YouTube to demonetize me, but at the same time, genuinely, I'm telling people to seek help. Like while I'm making fun of you for being an online predator, I want you to know that. I think you're an online Nova, if you ever watch this, because you know who I am. Genuinely, fuck you. Also, seek some help, dude. You need to go like see a therapist or something and like get off the internet. No one is here to help you. But the thing was, is I made the video and I recorded the whole thing. So it's technically in my library, but I deleted it shortly after because I was gonna start doing the editing and editing all that in the background, and I realized something. I've been having a bad time at work, and while I said that earlier, it was coming into and it was making me like very cynical about the content I was making. Like, and I deleted this in the last week because I told people I was making this video. But after watching it, I didn't really talk much about him being a predator, even though I wrote the script. It was more me making fun of his looks and weight and shit. And I was like, nah, dude, I'm deleting that shit. That's it's like it's uncalled for. I know I Yeah, I know, and I realized like afterwards I sat down and like after I recorded and I was like, what is wrong with me? What is going on? And I was like, dude, it has to be the fact that my job is driving me fucking nuts. For working 55 to 60 hour weeks, waking up at 3:30 in the morning 5 days a week. I was like, it that has to be part of it. I'm not even going to publish this because I don't want YouTube to be like, you're an online bully. We're going to take your channel monetization. And also at the same time, if I only sit there and I rag on Novine, whatever he wants me to call him, if I just sit there and rag on him the whole time, he's gonna have people rallying behind him and being like, see, look, that defect guy's making fun of him. He's not even calling him a predator. He's just making fun of his weight, and that's gonna give people what. Nah, but I don't want people rallying behind this guy and being like, "Look, this guy's making fun of him because he's larger." It's not having to do anything to do with him being a predator. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not trying to give people a reason to get behind him and be like, you guys are wrong. He's not this way." So I was like, "I'm deleting this video." I thought about redoing it, but I think I'm looking for a new job as we speak. I've been at my job for 3 years, but after working the way I have, I'm overworked, underpaid, and it's driving me nuts, man. I drive a truck for my local county. If you've seen them, they're kind of cool, but like there's a lot of focus that goes in it. Have you ever seen like one of those garbage trucks, like in a movie or TV show, the ones that have the arms that actually go out and they'll like grab a can and bring it to the truck? I drive one of those, but I drive it for a small company that's only in my county and then also in Louisiana. And I get paid $21 an hour, but I work, so I get overtime each week. You get time and a half, but the thing that I'm working like 55 to 60 hour weeks, and I'm paying out the ass on insurance and stuff for me and my wife because I've had some medical issues since I was a kid that I take care of, but she's also had some stuff crop up. I'm paying that, and then at the same time, every time I'm like, hey, I've been here for 3 years, is there any way I can get a raise? Can I learn something new? Can I do anything besides picking up more hours for you guys? Is there any way I can do something? And they're like, yeah, we can see about it, but then they never like follow through with it. It's crazy. Yeah, I know. And that's the thing is like, so I went through when someone told me about I forgot which country. I don't think it's Finland. It was no. Yeah, no, and I was looking at it and I was like, you know what, that would be great pay over there. But in the US it's like Yeah, that's okay pay, but also houses are like fucking $400,000 right now. So yeah, yeah. I have people telling me all the time, trying to do the whole free healthcare thing. And look, so the thing is I don't mind that concept. I don't even think it's a bad concept. But the U.S. is a lot bigger, and I don't mean just like spacious. I mean like people. It's a lot bigger than most countries that do the whole free healthcare thing. Plus, I've tried telling people, I was like, look, you guys really need to look into this like politically, because you're voting for this because he's offering you free shit, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that if you really want to do it, but nothing is free. So while it's free healthcare, you're paying for it with your taxes. It's not free. Like, yeah, and I've tried telling people that. So politically, I'm not left or right. It's all dependent on the situation. So I'm a centrist. People will say I'm the ultimate fence sitter, but I'm not a fence sitter. I don't understand why people get that. I know we're a little off topic, but like, so gun control in the U.S., I don't want gun control because I understand people be like, but schools and stuff. Look, I understand. I'm worried about the kids. I wish instead of police officers, school could have more armed security. I know that would cost more, but honestly, I feel like that would be the way to go about it. The reason I don't want that is you taking away something is not going to stop the problem. So if I was just like, because it already is, if I just came out and was like, all drugs are illegal, okay? So no one can have drugs ever. Like, you do realize, yeah, people are still going to do drugs. I mean, look at the UK. The UK is a great example. I'm getting distracted. I don't really care about the game right now. So the UK, okay, the UK is like, we're banning knives. Okay, you're banning knives. That's great. What's this? An immigrant from another nation came in, made a knife out of some pipe sheet metal and stabbed someone to death? Yeah, that knife was illegal. It's banned. They still killed somebody with a knife. I don't. So if you came out and said guns were illegal tomorrow, gang members, criminals, they're not going to be like, oh fuck, dude, we can't have these anymore. Yeah, that's another thing I'm not a big fan of. People, I don't want death penalties. I just want you to extradite people back to the place they came from if even if you are someone who came to the U.S., you get your citizenship. Look, that's great. I want people to come to the U.S. I want that, get a better opportunity. But at the same time, if you come to the U.S. and you've been here for 15 years and then you go on a killing spree because like you snapped or something, I don't think you should be here. And I don't think the U.S. should be responsible all the time and be like, okay, well, we'll send you to prison for 50 years. I mean, I'm basically paying for you at that point. I get responsible for you because you're in jail. My taxpayers are paying for your food, the security, everything under the sun, moon, and stars. And I'm stuck with it. And I'm just supposed to just be like, well, that's the judicial system. They took care of it. No, it's basically like you gave them the worst house in America, but you're still paying for it. Bring back gulags. Valid point. Yeah. So the U.S., dude, I hate, and I'm saying this, like, if you've heard of him, that's fine. I hate radicals on both sides. Like, an extreme, I'm one of those people, I will sit down with you and be like, okay, so you want free healthcare, they want X or Y, I don't really know anything equivalent. Can we try to through some sort of compromise and, like, do that? Because there's no way we're going to be able to afford to do everything everyone wants. That's just an impossibility. So, but then Yes, dude, but like people don't understand that. So I'm bringing him up again because he's like the most radical person on the left I could think of. Hassan Piker, the guy on Twitch, it, is always, dude. I hate him too. And like, the thing is honestly, if I could sit down with him and have a reasonable conversation where he wouldn't like insult me the whole time, you know what? I'd be like, look, I'm politically savvy. I like I'm not like politically like the most intellectual person when it comes to it because I mean I have a degree in history even though I never went into it. I would do that, but the thing is me and Hassan could sit down and have a whole conversation. I have to say this. Um, we could have a whole conversation and we'll just talking shit. Oh wait, there's a plane. Give me a second. I want to shoot the plane. I want to shoot the plane. Yeah, the whole thing about the yeah he did shot collar his dog. That's not even a joke. He No, and my thing is Hassan is the most radical terror. I'm not calling him in. I'm saying he's the most radical terrorist supporting fucking loser in America. You cannot like honestly this is controversial and I'm kind of exaggerating here, so I just want to say I respect the predator I was talking about no more than I respect Hassan Piker because Hassan will be like, we need free healthcare in the United States. Okay, you know, like that's understandable. But there's downsides to it, such as it takes longer for you to get into the healthcare system, you know, if you set up an appointment because it's not about how much you're paying or anything. It's about you getting in whenever they can fit you. But Hassan would sit there, and I'm like, okay, Hassan, you make a good point. This is the reason why I think that's a bad idea. The financial aspects of it, yada yada yada. I know you're rich, so you don't care. Instead of him like being like, oh, you know, the money aspect, we need to do something to fix that. He'd be like, "You're a fucking racist. You don't know what you're talking about." Like, and he just starts screaming bullshit the whole time, like screaming at me that I'm racist, incompetent, yada yada, this, that, and the other. And the thing I find funny is this absolute dumb fuck has come out on record. You're getting me a little heated now that I'm discussing this. He's gotten me heated because he tells people online, unless you have a degree in political science like I did, I have a bachelor's in political science and I got it, blah, 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 then you shouldn't be able to talk about politics because you don't know anything. This fucking moron. Okay, you want to step in that realm of possibility? Fine, I'll agree with you. I won't say shit about politics, but at the same time, this fucking absolute, I'm going to say it, retard online the other day said that, did you know during World War II, in the Nazi infrastructure, in the command center itself, right next to Hitler and all his buddies, they had Jews just sitting there guiding them because Jews are evil. You fucking moron. Do you not realize that if anyone in the political party that was Nazism, in the political party, if they found your great 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 grandfather was Jewish, they'll kill you. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, like him saying that, and I even said that on his stream. I went in there because like someone said he said something, so I ran away. I was like, how the fuck are you gonna tell people that they can't talk about politics, but you can out here spout the most nonsensical bullshit possible? Like, you think I'm just going to sit here and just be like, oh, well, you know, he could be right. Yes, of course there was people within the party who didn't say they had Jewish ancestry because they were scared of being killed. But they didn't have people openly wearing a I'm a Jew shirt right next to the mean German man himself and be like, what do you want me to do, sir? I'm your intern. No, that didn't fucking happen. It didn't happen. And he's over here spouting bullshit. And I hate that because you have people like him on the left that are turning people into kill like presidential candidates and shit like that, which is crazy. But then not only that, but I live in the south of the US, so you have radical people on the fucking right, like some of my grandparents who are like, oh, Nick Fuentes, yes. And my grandparents who were like, oh, these illegals need to go home. And I'll tell them, I was like, you know, some of them aren't illegal. WarThunder Bug Jr. Hello, how are you? You caught me at a very angry time. Yeah, the Hassan though, if you disagree, you can agree with him 99.9999999% of the time, but that 0.0000001% makes you a Zionist Israel dick rider who's racist and doesn't do anything, and he'll call you an inbred Habibi populist, and I'm like, dude, like literally the dude is incapable of having a conversation. He doesn't know anything about the common man. He lies constantly about how it was for him like back his billionaire father and his landlord mother. He's never known anything about struggles. The dude took horse riding lessons as a kid. I was raised in Mississippi, the poorest state in the United States, in a small town on the Gulf Coast, and guess what? My mom had food stamps and shit. Like we actually struggled month to month. And my stepdad didn't have a steady job. He owns his own roofing business. But guess what? When there's no roofs to, fix, there's no work. That being said, he'll sit here and be like, my first year on Twitch, I struggled because my first year on Twitch, I made $60,000 as a freshly graduated college student. But guess what? Your following was literally bought. Your uncle, the dude who owns like the Young Turks, like channel, like like the I don't know what it's called. He has like a news network called the Young Turks. His rich uh, his rich dad and rich mom set him up with no debt from college. His uncle, as soon as he graduated college, gave him a job at one of the biggest leftist networks there is. And he says he's a self-made man who was broke at one point in his life. And I find it so fucking ridiculous that there's so many dumb people online who follow him. Like they'll be like, "Yes, Hassan." Yeah, and not not only that, but please tell me how his political opponent, Charlie Kirk, who, guess what? Like I said, I am a centrist at heart. I don't even like Charlie that much. There was a lot of things I don't agree with Charlie with. I did not want to see him get shot in front of his fucking wife and kids. Hassan had the balls to cry on stream and be like, that could have been me. So he made it about himself the day after he was shot. And then he also had the balls to be like, well, Charlie actually was wishing this upon himself from being such a radical individual. You have fucking room to talk about radical individuals. I mean, like, I'm going fucking nuts. He calls his ex cohort, Ethan Klein, who I used to watch on YouTube. I don't mean his political stuff. I mean when he used to make like, the funny videos like Jake Paul and so he had the balls to call his ex coworker a Zionist baby killer because his wife was part of the IDF when she was 18 because it's mandatory military service and she was a secretary and he had the gall to go on his stream and say she's a valid military target, so if the US ever bombed their house, that's on them. Like, are you fucking? Yeah, no. He was like he was bringing up. He was like, if you ever said anything about good about Israel, you shouldn't be your local dog walker. You actually should be put in a camp and executed. And he started naming people. He was like, that doesn't matter if it was your neighbor. It doesn't matter if it was your friend. It doesn't matter if it was your favorite podcast host's wife. And we all know who the fuck he's talking about. But him saying that shit, he's like, yeah, so if the US ever decided to go against you and like bomb your house, you shouldn't be upset. You shouldn't be surprised. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, literally. Um, I also find it funny with people with. I'm not going to keep talking about too much. I find it funny with people about Hassan Piker. The man has the money to move literally anywhere in the fucking world, and the dude has the goal to say some dumb shit like, "We got to make the U.S. a better place." Okay, that's fine. Make your surroundings better. But then he'll be like, "The U.S. is just as bad as Israel. Y'all are basically terrorists. Y'all are this, that, and the other." And I'm like, okay, you have you have the money to move literally anywhere in the world, and he sucks off China so much. It's crazy. Like, then move to China. Just move there. I don't. Oh, Gaza. That's what he was talking about. Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna take this person to Gaza. Is it gonna be dangerous? Yes. And like they were saying all that, and then he was like, well, I can't go to Gaza, guys, because you know it's I can't be guaranteed the safety. So you just told your audience you were gonna go, but you knew you couldn't go. Oh my God, can this guy fucking die? I don't even know what this is. There. Yeah, I was trying to find a way to shoot it because I'm using a 37. And it's not the battle of two idiots, man. I'm trying. Anyway, Viper, I agree. I don't despise Charlie Kirk. I'm not a big fan of radical politics, left or right. Like I said, I'm all like situation based, and I don't care if people say I'm a fence sitter. The thing is I can decide on a situation after hearing the side. So gun control that. At the same time, if gay people want to get married or if you want to have transgender surgeries and stuff, I don't think it should be illegal. At the same time, I don't think we should go near kids. I think you should let them grow up and decide because if you let let's say a 10-year-old because kids, the thing is, kids are impressionable. I'm not saying transgender people aren't valid. I don't want anyone to take anything out of context, but a 10-year-old, if you tell them they're Superman enough, kids believe it. You shouldn't be trying to talk to kids in school about transgenderism and then turn around and expect them to know what's going on. And then, of course, when they want to, get a surgery at 12 that changes them, what happens if when they turn 18, they're like, oh my God, I fucked up my life? Like, let them decide when they're older. It's not going to hurt them. Like, no, I don't. We were talking about politics with Hassan Piker being not only that, but anytime he doesn't agree with anyone, like I said, he just tells people online they should go kill him. Like, it's not even a joke. The Medicare fraud or something. He was like, if you care about Medicare fraud, you would kill this person. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, I apologize. Yeah, no, dude, I get heated when I talk about Hassan because honestly, anything he accused people of, like it's literally like just him talking about himself, and I don't understand. I'm not doing the wheel. I'm just playing it. Hey man, I'm off next Friday, so I mean we could do the wheel a day early if you feel like it. The wheel is a wheel of punishment for War Thunder. It gives you a handicap each round, like you can only use your machine gun, you can only drive backwards. One of the worst ones I'll tell you is you got to go capture an objective before you can shoot anyone. So you got to. No, it's not fun, especially when you see like a bunch of tanks looking at you. Okay, the thing is you have to capture it, so you'll have to wait for someone to take it and then come back. The only way that game mode doesn't actually count, I would say, is if you get the game mode, where you both have flags and it's first to 60 kills. I mean, I am. Yeah, I know. It's kind of crazy. Okay. It's only 5 p.m. for me. I don't know how I survived that. That's tomorrow's problem. I knew you were going to do that. You dislocated your knee. How'd you do that? Yeah, that it's a little bit of a conundrum, I would say, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Is War Thunder Bug still here? I'm sorry, I got a little distracted earlier. We were just discussing. things. Some nice discussions about this wonderful man. I'm going to throw up in my mouth if I say that again. I might actually throw up talking about that. What a wonderful man he is. Yeah, the squad's full. People come and go though, so if not today, I mean, I got you guys. Wait, what are you talking about? Are you talking about late? Oh yeah, he has only ever played the U.S., so now he's playing Great Britain. um, that's a discussion for you and him, I suppose. Bro, it's better than France. Don't do that. Don't do that. France, yes, yeah, they're great, but you know the only thing that makes France worth it, like early tier, I'm gonna tell you right now, is the Char 2 CBIS. Just the fact that you can kill anything one shot with it. Now, hear me out. It sucks for mobility. You can't shoot behind you. Okay. You got a machine gun. That thing sucks though. But I took this thing to 12.0 and took out a T80U with it. So, I will give them, I'll give you that it's fun, but early tier, anything with solid shot in the beginning, I'm gonna be honest with you. So like Italy, France, and the UK in the beginning, only having solid shot is kind of an issue. Well, Japan's actually pretty fun when you get to like the Chinu and stuff, because like I have Japan up to I think 4.7, and the Chinu is pretty good. The Chi they nerfed the Cheery recently, and I didn't like that. Yeah, so wait. Happy said, I hate how pre-build manufacturers won't tell you what your motherboard is. You bought a pre-built? I mean, that's not an issue, but like, what's the pre-built? Like, what model? Some of the brakes. So, you know what's funny? I was just about to buy me a PC too. I've never owned my own PC. The best thing I had was a laptop from college that I can play like older games on, but it was for college work. But it's a 2018 model. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy me a PC soon. And I was looking at some pre-built myself at one of the local stores I have. It's a pre-built, but it's not like one where you're going like Walmart or Best Buy or it's a pre-built that they built themselves. Everything's compatible. They just put it on the shore and they upcharge a little bit for it. And they had one for like $1,100, and I was like, that's pretty good. Like it has a 5090 in it. It has some other things. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then all of a sudden the RAM stuff, and I'm like, if I go look at the store and they tell me it's gonna be like $1,600, I might flip a fucking table. It's a 5090. It's a 1,199 with tax. See, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm telling you. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see. The thing is I couldn't tell you. Like I said, I'm not big on PCs. First off, what's your budget? Well, I'm selling something right now that's worth 4 grand. I'm just trying to find a seller for it, and that's kind of my budget. But I'm not trying to spend 4 grand on a PC. You know what we got to do? You know what we got to do, guys? Look, you know what? You know what? I take back what I said. Hassan Piker, we're going to start a revolution for RAM. We're going to find affordable RAM, and if they don't give it to us, guys, we take it by force. In the background, you just affordable RAM. You may or may not have heard a firearm in the background. You're really interested in firearms. Where are you from again? Haddon, we have a full squad right now. So something about me. I was only there for 6 months, so I'm not like an expert. I used to do competition shooting as a kid, but I was also a police officer for 6 months. So okay, so let me explain it like this. So I graduated college, and I have a degree in secondary history education. That's what my degree was. But I decided at like my first semester of college, I want to get a higher education because I'm one of the first people in a few generations since my grandma to get a college degree. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get my college degree. And then I realized I don't want to be a teacher because in the United States, it's basically bullshit. They don't pay you enough. And I was like, so what can I do? I wanted to join the military out of high school and use the grant money from that to pay for my college later on down the road. But I was born with a liver issue. I was telling you earlier, I was born with some stuff, and I didn't know this. It's a high functioning liver that would disqualify me from military service. So I was like, what's the closest thing? So I started doing research, and I was like, I guess I can go into law enforcement. So I graduated college in December of 2020. Okay. In January of 2020, I had my interview with the police. A week later, I got put into the police academy for 12 weeks. Okay. But I'm getting paid as a police officer the whole time. Not only that, but it was the academy, and then on weekends, I would go to the police department. Okay. So I was technically working 7 days a week at the time. I would do 5 days of the academy, which is classrooms and PT and this and that and the other. But what was happening is one of the armorers in the police department had to retire early due to medical issues. So on the weekends, I was actually going and helping in the armory for extra money and extra work. And then in March, I graduated the police academy and became a recruit. And I had a FTO, which is your field training officer. And then I did that until early June where I left. Well, because I was like, I don't think this is the job for me. And not only is it dangerous for me to do this job if it's not for me, if I'm not fully in it, but if I'm not paying attention 100% of the time and on my toes in the city I was working for, it was dangerous. I'm not worried about my life because I'm like, oh my God, I'm upset about my job prospects. What have I done? I was more upset because I have a training officer who's training me, and if I'm not 100% paying attention to what's going on, they could get shot, I can get shot, other people could get shot, so I left. Yeah, so that's 6 months. When you're in the police academy or in the state I'm in, you get paid like you are an officer. It's basically like your preliminary, like part of your, I guess, probationary period. I have quite a bit of funny stories. They had this guy. They called him old, not old. I don't exactly. But his name was Craig. Uh, I think they called him Old Craig, like Old Greg, like that thing. But we pulled him, or it was like 3 a.m. We're on the highway, and we see him shuffling behind this place called Nifty's. It's like this. It's this closed down used car lot. Okay, and he's like shuffling over there, and it's like mid March. So I've only been there for like 2 months at this point, like actually like working for like 2 months. And the thing is he goes shifting and he sees the lights come on and he starts shifting faster. So we go over there and he starts throwing his hands up in the air because he's caught. And my FTO gets out. Really cool dude. He was an ex-Marine. He gets out. He's like, Craig, what are you doing out here, man? He's like, oh, I'm doing nothing, man. I'm doing nothing. Trying to hold his coat to his body because it's a little cold out. It's March still, but he's doing that. And Craig was my FTO was like, hey man, so you're still on probation, so I can search you at any time. He's like, oh man, you don't need to do all that. There's nothing going on. And as he's like, yeah, I'm all good, man. I'm just gonna head on home. A cylindrical like thermometer, one of those old thermometers, you stick in your mouth, like you see in cartoons, and like the temp goes up. One of those older ones falls out of his jacket, and it's burnt on the end and broken. And he said, "Oh God damn it!" Yeah, no, he had crack on him. He had crack. He was like, "Oh God damn it!" And he puts his hands on the building. He's like, "Go ahead, search me, aren't fucking." And my FTO shaking his head, doing, "Man, you're not supposed to be doing this, Craig." I know. And the thing is we search him. we take him down to the station. I'm doing the paperwork. Maureen got out the testing kit because he had a bag of powder on him. Well, we start testing the powder to see if it's a felony or a misdemeanor because, you know, it's fucking crack. You shouldn't have that. It's not like something you actually need. And the thing is, this man had a little bit of crack on him. That was in the pipe still. So we were like, oh, fuck, well, you know, it's a misdemeanor now. And then we start testing what's in the bag. Some motherfucker sold this guy salt. Because, like, you drop like chemicals on it and it turns different colors depending on what it's made of. And Craig's in the fucking holding cell, which is made of like 4 inches of plexiglass and reinforced steel. So we're watching, and he's sleeping. He doesn't give a fuck. He's like out there, like splayed out in the fuck, and it starts turning like this bluish color. And I'm like, what does that mean? And he shows me, he was like, some dude sold this dude fucking sodium. And I was like, they sold him salt? Because I took chemistry, you know, but sodium, it's pretty easy. I was like, they sold him salt? They sold him rock salt, buddy. And I was like, well, what happens if he smokes rock salt? And my FTO looks at me, and I was like, I don't know. I suppose, you know, something. I don't know. And I was like, you know, at least he's getting sodium from a pure form instead of drinking Gatorade. You got to get those electrolytes. And we start laughing and shit. But Craig, we take him outside with his baggie of belongings. We're like, Craig, man, it's a misdemeanor. Here's your ticket. You know, we'll see you soon. And Craig's like, I'm not getting arrested. And he was like, well, you got a ticket. And he was like, what do you mean? And he knew he had a felony's worth. And he was like, what do you mean I'm free to go? And it's like, yeah, Craig. And I even told him, I was like, Craig, what you had in the bag was not crack, man. You need to seek some help. And he was like, oh, that motherfucker sold me wrong shit. And then he started like saying how he was going to beat him to death. And Maring put his hand on his handcuffs and was like, hey, man, don't say that. And Craig was like, oh, I like did like the lock and key shit. And he was like, I see you around, man. Like, like, and I'm just I'm staring at my FTO, and he's like, yeah, you'll see some shit like that all the time. I'm like, oh my fucking God, bro. Yeah, it's a little different in the United States. I think it should be longer, in my opinion, but you know, what do I know? Dude, it takes longer for you to be a teacher than it is to be a cop in the United States. So, as someone who's gone through the program to start, because I have an associate, so you know it's the lowest level of college degree, but I just wanted to get higher education because I graduated college and high school with honors. I'm a pretty smart guy. I just wanted to prove that I can do it because my brother, who's older than me, went to college, dropped out, went to college, dropped out. You know, he kept trying to go back, but I think he has a degree now. I haven't talked to him in like a year. He doesn't really talk to me that much. My sister is a stay-at-home mom. That's her choice, but her husband also makes like, you know, like 100 and something thousand dollars a year. So, you know, he's doing well for himself. That was her decision. My mom did drugs when I was younger. I told that whole story the other day. So I actually lived with my grandma when I was younger. My grandma was a respiratory therapist. She has a college degree. My mom did not. I have a college degree, and I'm the only one out of my siblings so far who does. So, you know, unlock the bombs. Hey everyone, if y'all could, if you like the content, y'all should like and sub the stream. It helps us get out there. Well, I appreciate you. I'm talking to the people who are coming in chat, man. Come on, man. Oh, God damn it, you motherfucker. I'm gonna start. Let me just say that I'm actually not streaming right now. You guys are actually the voices in my head. I'm assuming when I was a police officer, I got shot. No, it's not that. I got shot in the face as a cop, and now I just hear the voices. Yeah. Okay. Happy's gonna head out. Who is next on the chopping block to join us? Okay. What? Which? Yeah. What were you in game? Of course, you're kebab slinger. Yeah, I saw you, Mr. Kebab. Haddon, if you're still here, he was here earlier. I apologize, but Mr. Kebab Slinger. Gotta order these in order, man. You know what I'm gonna use? I'm playing America, which is one of the bigger three nations. I'm just gonna get the A10 Warthog and start fucking people up. That's the goal. No, I'm good. I'm good right now, buddy. I mean, I got a snub-nosed M8 as my tank destroyer, so I'm good. I'm good. Thank you though. Thank you for the. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, teenagers are stupid, but you need to watch out doing that because there's some crazy fucking people at my. So, look, let me tell you something. So, I went to a smaller city school in high school. People are crazy, and when I say people are crazy, I mean like genuinely. So, I was in school one time, and this was middle school, and this emo kid, which I can't really say anything. I had like I wore like darker clothes in middle school and listened to music and stuff like that, but I wasn't like, oh my god, my life is so hard kind of shit. But what I will tell you is this one kid named Brady was like trying to ask out this girl named Rebecca, and it was all like, okay, he has a crush on her. She said no, and immediately he was like, well, bitch, if you don't say yes, I'll shoot up the school. And it's like, oh my god, oh my fucking god. Not only that, but when I was in high school, one of the teacher's daughters, she was an English teacher. She didn't study for a math test, and you know what she did? She scribbled on a note real quick, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, a note!" Like, so she said, "Can I go to the bathroom real quick?" And she went to the bathroom. So everyone's like, "Okay, normal shit." And she was 2 grades beneath me, so it's not something I had to deal with. But I remember the school being evacuated. Um, we evacuated the school. She went to the bathroom and said she found this note taped to the stall, and the note said, "I have a bomb set in the school. It'll go off at the time she had the test." And she ran back to class acting like she was crying and be like, "Oh my god, I found this in the bathroom." They Yeah, no, she got caught because guess what they did? They went or the police took it, and they sent everyone home for the day. And then when they sent us home for the day, we came to school for an assembly the next day, and they were like, "Yeah, it was her. She did it." Like the police were there having like telling us like, "Hey, don't do this. It's not cool." Yada yada. Like we know that we're not stupid, but when we were all talking about it, they were like, "Yeah, we did a fingerprint analysis on the paper. Her fingerprints were the only ones that had ever touched that paper." And then when we started questioning her about it at the station, she admitted to it. So I mean, well, they wanted to know if there was an actual bomb in the school. Like, nice, my favorite. No, nothing special. Yeah. The only other thing I could think of that crazy that happened while I was in school so far. I mean, there's some crazy things, but when I was in middle school, I was in seventh grade, so that would be 2012. They had a student of the superintendent named Mitch McCaleb, who they were both a grade ahead of me. But dude, I hate favoritism in any aspect. If you do something wrong, you should get punished for it. So they had this kid named Aiden Pohl who got stabbed in the neck by a pencil. Like when I say stabbed, I mean so. The way it went is apparently there was a girl that Aiden liked that Mitch also liked. Aiden and asked out and something like that. And then what ended up happening is Mitch tripped in the hallway. I heard about this. I didn't actually see it, so this could all be hearsay. But I remember someone getting in trouble for it. So Mitch tripped in the hallway, but had a pencil face completely downwards. Okay, so like you're holding a knife, like a serial killer. He had the pencil, and he somehow tripped at the right thing and drove the pencil like an inch deep into Aiden's shoulder. But he didn't get in trouble because it was an accident. But he was also the superintendent's kid, which I know is 100% why he didn't get in trouble. If I would have done that shit, expelled. I'm fucked. Like, dude. But like, no, you know what's great? You know what's great about schools? If you threaten to sue for just about anything at schools, most schools are underfunded as is, so they fold immediately. Like, I mean, there have been times like a girl was caught with like weed in her bag on the soccer team, and we had at my school, what they would do is if they make you sign a contract for any sport you did, okay, so any sport you did, and it was basically like I will be drug free, yada yada, this and the other, any of these can go with immediate suspension from activities, termination, this, that, and the other. Well, she had weed in her bag, and they were like, "Yeah, you're suspended from the soccer team. You're not going to be able to play anymore. You did this to yourself." Her dad, who has money, okay, we'll sue the school. Okay, you can stay on the soccer team. We apologize for what we've done. Like Jesus fucking Christ, bro. She's a 15-year-old smoking weed. They brought it to school, got caught, and they were like, "Yeah, we have to punish you." And then the dad's like, "Well, I'll sue you if you punish her." Okay, well, you're not punished. I apologize. Also, I don't know how it is for you guys, but like, so in high school, before I hurt my knee, I used to do basketball, but I was also in band, like, marching band and stuff. And the thing I will tell you that's crazy is, band people on a school bus on the way to or the way home from a football game, they are fucking weird. Dude, there was one time I was a sophomore. This guy, Predator. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, Trevor. If you ever hear this, you probably won't because I don't even think about you that much. But so when I was a sophomore, so 2015, this was 10 years ago. Jesus Christ. So I was on the school bus. I had like headphones on and was listening to music. It's like 11 p.m. We're on the way home from a football game, you know. And what got me, there he is, dead. So what got me is there was like a thunderstorm outside. So you see lightning flashing in the distance. So it wakes me up, right? And I'm looking around, half asleep, really dazed. Like, where the fuck are we? Are we close to home? So I look at my phone, and I'm looking at it. It's bright, so I turn down the brightness. And as I'm going, I'm like, oh, dude, it's 11 p.m. and we're 45 minutes from the school still. Shit. So as I'm looking around, still squinting at the world because the lights are off, I hear a weird sound. Kind of sounds like slapping in the distance. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then all of a sudden, I look over at the seat across from me because it's a school bus, and I see lightning flash out the window, and I see a freshman riding a senior's wiener. Yes, on the school bus. He's 18, she's 14. I can barely hear you. You're cutting out. But yeah, no, I saw that. Immediately pretended I went to sleep. They confronted me when we got off the bus. They were like, "Did you see anything?" Because they were both looking at me, and I was like, "No, I didn't see shit, bro. What are you talking about?" Like, because I was fucking 16 at the time. I was like, I ain't even gonna fucking play with this shit. Yeah. I was legal. No, dude, I pretended to sleep, and you know what was bad, dude? The way the lightning flashed, it was close, so it was very vivid. I saw everything. I saw everything. And I closed my eyes and pretended to sleep because you could tell they were putting their clothes back on, like trying to be silent. But like, dude, I had my eyes closed. Yeah, no, exactly, Viper. But I had my eyes closed, and you know what? Even with my eyes closed, it was like burned into my fucking retina. It's like, and the thing is like when I was 16, I was more like, oh my god, dude, they saw me. They saw me seeing them. Jesus fucking Christ. As an adult, I realized I was like, dude, because it was the vice president. It was the vice principal's, like I guess grandson or something. I don't know. His name was Trevor, but Yeah, no, but like, dude, and like when I didn't see all that. I just saw her on top of everything, Viper. I didn't. But no, but dude, what got me is like as a 16-year-old, like Jesus fucking Christ, that's oh my God, I can't believe they're doing that on a school bus. As an adult, I'm like, I can't believe he was doing that with a child. Like, no, and I can't even blame her. Look, I didn't know her that well, okay, but I knew she was kind of a problem student as is. But I'm like, dude, she was 14. She really did not have like a say in this. She's a fucking kid. Trevor, you were 18 because you got held back, son. For whatever reason. I got held back, so I graduated as a 18-year-old senior because of Hurricane Katrina in 2005. Literally destroyed my home and caused me to move. So I kind of went to a private school for a while, and yeah. No. I 100% that think that Trevor is a fucking menace to society because like he's one of those seniors like you hear the joke, but I guarantee you he was one of those seniors like I guess as soon as freshmen come in, he was like, "Oh yeah, fresh meat" kind of shit cuz like he fucking took advantage of a fucking kid, dude. It's sick. Hey, your mic's cutting out real quick. Can you try to fix that? Like I'm hearing it, but it sounds like very muffled. Uh, Oh, I mean, to each their own. I think the worst thing that happened to me in high school, because we're talking about it, I should have done something because I was 18, but so my mom and the principal did not like each other when they went to high school together. But I mean, my mom eventually like did drugs and stuff. I mean, it is what it is now. But so my principal at the time, who got fired years later, I want to say that because she was caught stealing hundreds of dollars over a period of time from Walmart. Fucking kleptomaniac was stealing ribs and shit from Walmart, even though she was on a principal's salary in the United States that pays like a hundred and something $1,000 a year. Fucking moron. She did not like my mom. Me and my mom have different last names, so I have my grandfather's last name. My mom was married to my sister dad because we have different dads, and she has a completely different last name. That means my sister has a different last name because we're only half siblings. So the thing is my principal used to. Now my sister was kind of a problem child. I'm not going to pretend she was like the fucking pinnacle of anything, but she got in trouble at school sometimes, and like there were some bullies that would try to bully my sister. My sister was one of those girls that like if someone's fucking with you, it was never like, oh, let me just like go to a teacher. My sister was like, okay, you want to handle this shit? I'll beat your fucking ass, kind of stuff. So I was never like that. I'll defend myself if someone swings on me, but so I had long hair in high school, and I looked like someone who would be a stoner, but I wasn't. Okay, and the principal decided one day my senior year I had like an off period, so I couldn't go home early because I had after school band. And what would end up happening is I had a free period, which was third period before fourth period, and they would let me go to the band hall and put off music and stuff for people before they get there. So I would literally just be an errand boy. One day I bring a message to the office for the band director to the office to just get something printed. I don't remember what it was. But I go up there and my sister and my mom were sitting up there. And I was like, "Mom, what are you doing up here?" And the principal walked down. She was like, "Mom," and this was the last semester of my senior year, so like January. And I had never been drug tested, but when you sign up for a sport, like I said earlier, you basically are agreeing that you can get drug tested at any time to see, like. And I was just like, "Yeah, that's my mom." And I was like, "If there's anything else, just call down to the band hall. Mr. G will send me back up here if you need something." And they let me go. The next day, immediately, I got drug tested. And I was like, okay. My mom had been clean for like 10 years at that point. I got taken away from her and put with my grandma in like 2003, where I spent a little time in the foster care, but then got put with her in like late 2003. And my mom had been clean since like 2004, 2005. Okay. And this was 2018. And what ended up happening is over the next few months, I got drug tested 7 times, like just back to back to back, like different. And then I was just like, you guys keep drug testing me, but it keeps coming back negative. What's going on? And the assistant principal, the one aforementioned earlier, whose grandson was Trevor, was like, we know what your mom used to do back in the day, so we're trying to see if you're just like her. All because they didn't like my mom in high school. As an adult, I probably should have sued. As an adult, I think I probably should have sued as an 18-year-old at the time, which is an adult, but I didn't know much. I was like, this is fucked. Because if I refused, yeah, if I would have, so the thing is, the crazy thing. So if I would have said, no, I'm not doing the drug test at any point, that's basically like an automatic fail. So if I say I'm not doing that drug test, you can't make me, then I can't do anything. I can't do anything with like the high school band anymore. Yeah, I thought about that at the time, but even then, my grandma was retired. She had just retired a couple years before. I wasn't trying to tie her money up in this, so yeah, it's not a great place. So the principal, I don't know who's in charge of it now, but the principal was fired because over. So if you didn't know, Walmart, it's a big chain of grocery stores, but in the States, they'll never catch you stealing stuff. So if you try to steal something, they don't come up to you and be like, "Okay, you're done." What Walmart will do, what Walmart will do is over a period of time they build a case against you, okay? So like let's say you steal like $5 worth of stuff. Unless was it asset protection, like their security, their undercover security. Unless they catch you, they don't care. But there's cameras at the checkout that are like on the roof above you recording you, and they'll even tell you like if you misscan something and you put it in the bag and you didn't scan it properly or something, they'll be like, yeah, just scan it again. But they have facial recognition in there, and what they'll do is they'll build a case against you. So instead of just being like, "Oh yeah, you're banned from Walmart," they'll wait until you steal enough to basically make it a felony, contact the police, give them the evidence, and then they'll put out a warrant for arrest for you. So like, let's say it's $1,000 in the state you're in, they'll wait till you steal like $1,000 worth of shit over a period of time, and then they'll just report it to the police. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, but the thing is if you're banned from Walmart, depending on the severity, they typically ban you from all of them. So, like, if I'm in my state, Mississippi, and I'm banned from Walmart, I can't go to like Alabama or Louisiana, the states around me, and just go in their Walmart. I'm still banned. Like, yeah, the way see that's the thing is so like their facial recognition, it doesn't just flag you because it's like oh my god it's them. But what ends up typically happening is like let's say they do like an audit of it and they realize you're in that Walmart. What they will do is they'll contact the police and they'll be like, hey, they were actually in this Walmart. We have proof that they're banned at another location. You're good. My engine was just destroyed, but dude, I had 5 ground kills, 2 air kills. That wasn't bad. Wasn't a bad game when we're just talking shit about things. Yeah, so have I, but then I kind of locked in for the last little bit there. I thought about that whenever I was doing, like before I actually started. Um, Okay, I'm just waiting for you to join back, and this has been a fun little time. We're just over here talking shit. See, that's kind of what happened to the principal. She was fired. Okay, so you want to know what happened? She was fired from the school, or not fired from the school. She was fired as being the principal, but then they made like, so it's not an actual position. It's something about student advisory. She was on the student advisory board of something, which is not at a position. So the school, what they did is they took her off being the principal for the high school, gave her this own position, and I looked it up. The position that they moved her to for the rest of that school year paid more than her principal job. So she got paid more to do nothing. Like it's literally not a position. She just shuffled paperwork for the rest of the school. And then at the end of the school year, they let her go. But at the same time, they basically gave her a year long pay bump and then fired her. And I'm like, how does that make any fucking sense, dude? Because like she was a cheerleader in high school. That's why she went back to the high school because she's trying to. I can guarantee you, she's reliving her glory days. Times past because she ain't got much to deal with. She ain't got much to live for. She was kind of pathetic. She decided to bully me and my sister because she didn't like my mom in high school. Do you realize how pathetic that is? Yeah, no. She was known to be, as my mom puts, passed around the football team back in the day. Yeah, my mom, my what started their whole beef is my mom was like one of the loner kids. She was like, alt back in the 90s and shit. So I was like, okay, cool, I get that. So what happened is because she was a principal and my mom was the outsider and my mom knew what happened with her. My mom just called her a slut a couple times and apparently that started a forever long beef. All because you got called a slut in high school. Yeah, see, the thing is I was like, okay, like, and I even asked my mom, I was like, is that literally all that happened? And my mom was like, yeah, we didn't get along because I thought she was, kind of slutty back in the day, and she didn't like me because I didn't fit in with her version of what popularity was, and I was like, that's literally it. And my mom was like, yeah, that's literally it. She didn't like me because I called her a whore because she threatened to kick my ass one time, and I was like, oh my god. So like 20 years later, yeah, I was like 25 years later, and the girl's still mad because you called her a slut like 3 times. Like Jesus Christ. And the thing is I mean, there's people who do that nowadays in the United States, like what she did back in high school, and people don't make fun of it anymore. It's like people embrace it for some fucking reason. I was like, it's not even, dude. I would have called her it too if you come up to me and be like, yeah, we should kick your ass because you're like alt and different, and you don't fit in with us. Fuck, you're threatening to kick my ass, bitch. You're a slut. Like what? Like, please, please don't beat me up. I don't want to catch whatever you have. You know what I would have said? Look, and because I don't want to catch anything either. If they're gonna be like that, okay. If I throw myself in front of that school bus, will that make up for you kicking my ass? Because if you punch me and start bleeding, I'm scared I might catch something. Like, I'll go bottom. Yeah, no, the YouTube probably doesn't like some of the stuff I talk about, but I'm just kind of chill with it. Like, it's more like a hangout, and I just be discussing shit. Like, it's. I was about to say, think of like what I do on YouTube. I know some people do, but think of it more as like the just chatting feature on like Twitch, like sort of like a queso stream, but queso streams on Twitch and then uploads here. I try to now I'm much smaller than him, but I try to just like like just chill, talk about things. Yeah, dude, I have like this little following going, and like I appreciate everyone, like May earlier, Vipers here, um, White Frog, Happy, those people who come quite honestly. I have like 8,000 watch hours in the last year to qualify for like monetization when it comes to um when it comes to like ads and stuff, I need 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. I have double what I need. Like, I just need to get the subs up. No, I need 51. 51. All you need is 1,000. You need 1,000. I looked into it. Yeah, so the one thing I did look up about that though that I'd be kind of worried about is I don't know if I would be bound to only WarThunder. Like I don't know if I could play anything else. That's the only thing. So I've played like Helldivers and I play some horror games whenever I get a PC. I'll play them more. But like I got to do The Last of Us 1 and 2. I have a playthrough I was doing of like the hard game mode. What is it called? Like Grounded or something? It's a pretty good game, but yeah, no, I'm. We were just talking about that, Viper. I know you can't hear them. So to be a WarThunder affiliate, you need 1,000 subs. So it's not hard. So it's 1,000 subs and either like 1,000 monthly long-term stream viewers, or so it's like, and then okay. So I was distracted. So it's like 1,000 subs, 1,000 per month long-term viewers. That means like streaming or videos. And then the other thing they said is you need like either 1,000 long-term viewers or it's 5,000 or 6,000 like shorts viewers, which I have 63,000 views in the last month. So, you know, I kind of already have that either way. I think 2,000 or 3,000 of that is actually like stream viewers. And then I have the other 50 something thousand is like short. I'm a very small creator. I've been doing this for like 2 years. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a pain in the ass trying to get to 1,000, man. Because there's plenty of people. Bro, you don't got to do all that. Not only that, but even if you did do that, which I don't recommend you do, because that's like false viewership. It's like those people who are like, I'm gonna make it big, but then they spend like $500 and they buy like 6 million like viewers. None of that is real. Like when that money runs out, it's gone. Yeah, YouTube knows. YouTube knows that shit. Like they know if you just blow up out of nowhere. Because if I go to my YouTube Studio app, what it'll tell me is it'll tell me how long people have been on it, how many people like, dislike, the viewer length, who swiped on it. Like not, it doesn't show me names, but it'll be like who swiped on this without watching anything. Who, like, it tells you a lot. So if you start fucking with YouTube's like algorithm thing, like they're gonna know. Trust me. I typically get between 10 to 15 viewers at a time, but you know, it like over like a 3-hour stream, people come, people go. Like I'll get like 100, 150 viewers. And then of course there's people who, you know, like you guys did, y'all added me on here and we kind of just play games. And what, the stream has a big delay? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. There, thank God. I thought that thing was about to kill. Dude, there's a Panzer IV right here. Okay, wait. No, you're good. I shot it from the top and hit the... I'm like taking out the drivers on it. God, he's got a fucking machine gun run. Oh, my gun's fucked. I don't know. I was kind of worried about that whenever I was doing it because I don't want to be. I want to be. Yeah. I mean, I could always look into it. It's not. It's not that. Well, there's one guy I have been watching for the stuff. I think his name's like the Canadian European or something. Yeah, I was about to say the only thing he posts is WarThunder. That's why I was kind of getting my information from. I'm thinking about playing Arc Raiders sometime soon. I just gotta get it. How old is it? How old is it? Like, how old's your PC? How old am I? I'm doing okay. The vehicle I'm using is a PS Plus free plane I got. I don't think this plane's very good. Yeah, but it's called Rossman's P-36A. I don't know what the difference is. Special edition. I'm special. There he is. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. Where are you going? Like which state? That's the problem. I've never been to Maine, so I could not tell you. I'm sure it's probably a nice place. I mean, I wouldn't be concerned about Maine. Now if you're going to Louisiana, best of luck. Oh my God, not the crawfish farm. Yeah, yeah, no, I just got the M3 or M4A3 105 howitzer. No, I'll suffer until I get to like 8 point something because it's Sherman, 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 Sherman. Yeah, you don't say the only unique Sherman they have, I'm gonna be honest with you, is the skink, the 20 millimeter one. And that's just because Canadians were bored. Wait, which one? Sherman with the man tits. What's wrong with you? Wait, whoa, hold on. What makes it? Are you talking about this? The gunner port? Is that the man tit? Yeah, no, I'm on the M4. I'm looking. Okay, so okay, yeah, that's what I was looking at. Just the M4. It's right here. Oh, this? Are you talking about the man tits? My fucking God. Yeah, I don't like my tank to have man tits on it, please. Who do this? You know, I think you would really enjoy Italy, buddy. M4A2 RAM 2? Or M4A5 RAM 2. What the fuck? I'm gonna tell you right now. Look. America during World War II, they had the right idea of mass producing tanks. It was like, we really need this. Them though, it's like, what the fuck were y'all thinking? It's like, oh yeah, you know that Sherman, that 88 millimeter fucking high velocity gun on those German tanks goes straight through it like butter. What if we just put a bigger gun on it? Yeah, that's great. Like, dude, you know, put some armor on it. Yeah, but what I'm saying is the good thing about it being cast kind of soft armor is there's plenty of times, as long as it didn't hit anything hard, like really hard, like the gun breach or anything. There was a couple times during World War II where an 88 millimeter shell would actually pass straight through a Sherman and just leave a hole in it. It wouldn't explode with APHE or anything. So, it's good in some aspects, but like then you got them over here being like, oh yes. Let's cast it, and then it. How do I have it? Don't you fucking worry about my fucking silver line. Actually, I have a premium account, and like no, I have a premium account, and it like I've only been playing this game for like 2.5 months though. Be jealous of my fucking. I'm a millionaire when it comes to silver lines. I thought you were about to say I have 4.5 million golden eagles. I was about to say you fucking loser. I'm sorry, I was about to roast you for a minute because like yeah, I just bought 4.5 million fucking silver lions. I spent $6 on it earlier. I just got 1,000 golden eagles because I'm waiting to either A, renew my premium account, or B, see what they're gonna do for the Christmas sale. Maybe get a premium if they put something out. The only premiums I've necessarily bought is I when they were doing the premium sale back in like late October, I bought a Chinese, like it was a Japanese 5.3 on the Chinese tech tree. It's pretty good. I like it, but it's one of those things like I don't recommend anyone buy things. Like I say on all my content, do as I say, not as I do. Do not buy a bunch of premiums or premium accounts. If you don't play this enough, don't do what I do. Most of the time when I'm buying stuff, it's so I can grind it out faster for content. I don't recommend anyone go and just like, oh yeah, well, defect did it. Let me go buy. No, don't do that. I didn't say shit. I told you not to do it. I can't believe some people spend $60 on like the packs, like the what is it the yeah, but you know what I'm talking about, like what is it, the A10 like C, or no, not the C, it's one of the A10 Warthogs. It's like yeah, it's like one like yeah, it's like a fucking $60 thing. People buying that shit like goofy. Backing up, backing up, backing up. There's one right there. Oh my god, he took out my transmission! No, that's why but when I bought the I don't know the exact name of it, but when I bought mine, it was one of those things like I bought it at like a steep discount. So it was already like 1,000 Golden Eagles, and I think I bought it for like 525. And it's the plane I've used the most. It's like a brown Japanese fighter that the Chinese get at 5.3. It carries two 500-pound bombs, has 300 rounds of 20 millimeter on and 500 rounds of 50 cal. It's a pretty good plane, but I'm at like 7.7 on China now, and I don't use planes all that often, and I'm kind of outmatched already because I'm going against jets now. I can't do air only. I just pulled 24 G's. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I can't do air only. Like to level up, I suppose. But the thing is I like the mixed combat that comes with this because like there's been plenty of times I've actually shot down planes uh with like the 50 on a tank or even like the gun barrel itself, you know. But I prefer like mixed. I don't like just doing one or the other, you know. You could shoot down the A-10 Warthog. I mean, it's slow, but yeah, fucking 1,500 miles per hour, fucking jet. Hey, Defect, want me to send you a pic of my hand? Just took the. I mean, you could send me it. I might throw up though. Apparently, he got drunk, slipped, and he sliced part of his palm off. See, like I told you earlier, I got disqualified from the military for a liver thing, so I don't drink that much. Wait, how? Oh, you're talking about your mom. I was about to say, wait, how old are you? You want to know something crazy? So you know how it's so you the crazy thing is so not mentally. I don't want to say I'm mentally fucked up. So you know how kids are very impressionable. So you know how I told you earlier I got held back in 2005 because like a hurricane took out like my home city and shit. So I went to my aunts in Jackson. I told the stream about this because you know just kind of getting personal with some stuff. I don't tell them everything, but so when I went to Jackson, I'm left-handed. I got put in a private school. Okay. For it was a Catholic private school for the meantime because of displacement. Like we basically got in for free even though it's expensive. I had a really old teacher who was like in her 70s when I was there, but I was 6. She hit me with a metal ruler because left-handed kids are children of the devil. Yes, I got beat. So you do you want to know what? Yeah, but do you want to know what it actually did to me? So as an adult, I'm left-handed on something, so writing, and my dominant hand to shoot guns, even though right-handed like gun setups are literally the norm. Most guns are right-handed setup. So I have a problem with hot brass sometimes whenever I shoot my rifle hitting me in the face. But because of that, I try to learn things at a 6-year-old level to do that. So whenever I throw things, my predominant hand of throwing punches, throwing like balls and doing things is my right hand. Yeah. So I'm kind of like mixed bag when it comes to it. If I lose one of my hands, it's not like, oh, you can learn with the other one. I'm gonna have to learn a lot with the other one. I just got torn apart. Jesus Christ. Sent me a pic. Oh my God. Let's look at what May said. Oh, that's not that bad. It's like the top layer of skin. When you said that, I was thinking like deep gash, like missing a chunk of your palm kind of shit. Like, wait, what? Found out that last thing. What'd you say? The love of your life. Yeah. Dude, I'm in spawn. They took out my transmission. I hate it. I hate it here. I just shot a plane out the sky with the M3's Lee's fucking machine guns. Where are you? Oh, you're the. Are you an M3 Lee too? This thing has the transmission of a wet cardboard like napkin. Oh my God, there's. I got you. Where? He's dead. Yeah, I can't fix death, dude. They took out my tracks but killed you. You shielded me from the blast. Thank you, buddy. Have I seen what's coming next update? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. What is the CBT? I don't want to do all that. Fuck that. No, I haven't. You know, give me a second. I'll actually look real quick on the Gaijin front page. Wait, I can register right now for the ground troops. So wait, the ground troops, is it not just going to be like off-brand battlefield? Battlefield's not bad. Are you going to be able to customize your soldier or what? Okay. I don't see any. I'm sure they'll add more to it later. They always do. That's why there's like 4,000 vehicles in this fucking game and you can't get all of them. Anyway, y'all ready up, buddies? You know, I just realized something. I'm looking at the top of my M4A3. Please tell me why the hatch on one of these is literally a spring-loaded hatch with exposed springs. Can someone explain that to me? Because, like, what the fuck? Yeah, nothing like them shooting and the fucking spring goes flying off into the middle of nowhere. So now every time you hit a bump, it flaps. Well, I mean, the thing is it's not going to ruin it. I mean, technically, you could still get out of it, but every time you hit a bump now, you're gonna hear it clink, 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 clink as the metal's just slap. Yeah, I have that. I literally have that. Wait, I got you. Look. Ta-da! I have the XF5U. Yeah. Have it. No, I can put the yellow camo on it. No, I'd have to do it on my phone. My laptop's kind of poo-poo. That's what we were talking about. It's the A10A Thunderbolt 2 early. Carl, stay back. Wait, the A10. No, this one was like the A10 late Thunderbolt 2 or some shit. A10A. No, it's the early. My bad. So what's the fucking difference? But then you have the A10C, which has like drop pods on it for the extra fuel. Yeah, you know what's great? You know what's great? This thing is just as fast as some of the planes I'm using now at 400 miles per hour. It's not that fast. Not that fast. Yeah, the accelerate. I mean, you got some jet engines on it. They're just not fast. Plus, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you know anything actually about the A10 in real life, this thing isn't a plane. It's a gun with wings. Like the gun is like the full length at the bottom of it. And what's crazy about this thing is the A10 is made by General Electrics. Those are the same people who made my fucking washing machine, but they're over here being like, "Hey, let's make a cannon that could shoot 3,000 rounds a minute. Yeah, you guys like that? Hey guys, you want?"